2K Sports.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. We're all tied at 1-1. If the first two games have been any indication, we should be in for a great series. Along with Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer-producer Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have you.
I can't believe Brent Barry's here. How'd you get him?
And told him that you were going to come in.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of sushi. And told him you were going to join us.
Wow. Four of the greats. I'm so delighted to be here.
DA, it's all yours.
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible person, great to be around, the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he can.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And the deal, keeping the Pacers in Indianapolis for 25 more years, almost $300 million in public subsidies, built to renovate and expand the arena and the area around the arena.
So the public paid for this?
Some of it, a lot of it, but maybe not all of it.
If the arena was such a good deal, why doesn't the rich guy pay for it?
I don't know. I think the Pacers are at least kicking in $65 million.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That's so nice of them.
So here's Miami's starting group. Filling out the wings, it's Waiters and Butler. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the point. And for the Pacers, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot.
Oladipo pounced on the steal. Quick instincts on the defensive end.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Waiters up top by Oladipo. And Waiters gets the Dragic. The Heat rebound. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, you combine quickness and explosiveness for Victor Oladipo on display right there. Tough to contain.
Bill was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
idolize?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did it in
together.
high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, started in high school. I had a big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like I started getting my notes on. And that was the first time I thought, when did I get paid for this? Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29. Yeah.
Here's Waiters following the score by Miles Turner. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler. Nice D from Warren.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Turner finds Warren. Now here's Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off from deep three-point range. And the shot by Warren, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But There's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening. Celtics making the NBA playoff run, the Bruins making a cup run, the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game. They won their last game Monday night.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Man, they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
With the whole new group on the floor. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The Heat trail by 5. Down low, Johnson. That one drops for him. And the Oladipo injury last year, many teams would have folded in losing an all-star like that, but head coach Nate McMillan refused to wave the white flag. Got his team together. They played a little bit differently, and they survived.
They did, and I think the biggest reason they survived is they're in the Eastern Conference. And it's a lot easier to survive when you're in the same conference where Orlando goes like 22-11 to end the season.
Yes.
I was impressed by the fight they had, and you really saw in the playoffs like how little talent they had. You know, they were kind of hanging around those first couple Celtic games. And then you have like Wesley Matthews taking the game-deciding shot. And, you know, they really were scrappy, and they definitely overachieved to lose your best player when you have no other all-star on the team and still make the playoffs and do what they did. I thought was impressive.
Shows you how impressive it can be to have a player like Oladipo who plays both ends very well.
Right.
But the importance of an all-star on that team is you can't make the postseason without him.
And actually weirdly good for him to get a taste of not being there. And sometimes guys come back from that and they're at even a higher level.
McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Here's Holiday. 5 on the clock. Over Winslow. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Jones, the pass to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
One thing you notice about Leonard, he shouldn't be just a good outside shooter. He has the wingspan and verticality to be a factor at the rim.
Now here's Lamb. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Leaf. Outside Holiday. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Hero. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Holiday inside the line. A new 14 for Indiana. Lamb against Jones. And Lamb kicks to McDermott. Pass to Leaf. Goes up again, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Good on both. Here's Winslow. No points in the game yet for him. From downtown, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
You've got Jeremy Lamb. Leaf is out there with Doug McDermott. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw, no good.
So much intrigue around Justice Winslow, who's still trying to find the right position in the NBA. Last year, a lot of it was at the point guard position as a wing.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. You like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go to the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
The G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with streaming services. Just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing, so they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Now here's Lamb. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Shot clock at 3. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for TJ Leaf. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. Oladipo, he's checked in for Lamb. And Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. And he's good on the second. The Heat trail by 7. And, Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second-team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do, too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I really care about it.
Our name is attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. The first free throw is good.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
The Pacers making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. And so he hits both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming up.
leagues happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And no doubt that Victor Oladipo is a guy that this franchise is leaning on, so showing some leadership here.
Dragic against Brogdon. Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 9-point Pacer lead.
On the break, Brogdon with a great job of surveying the floor and understanding where everybody was coming in from on that fast break.
Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes, in basketball, so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals. And, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you did too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed. My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title. And it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me. And it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
Well, Bill, I know you've got to run. Marvelous to have you on the program. Wish we could do it more often.
Let's do it right now. I don't have to run. Can I stay?
Yes, you can always stay.
I don't want to leave.
You have a free ticket here anytime you want.
I want to stay, please.
The microphone's always open.
Thank you.
You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
Winslow's checked in for Dion Waiters. Dragic against Brogdon. Winslow dishes to Butler. Shot clock at 5 to end the run. And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Butler. Winslow's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Winslow makes that shot, and it makes his team that much more dangerous.
Oladipo outside. 44 seconds left in the first half. And here's Brogdon from the arc. No good on that one. And it's Miami the other way.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Here's Oladipo. Miami grabs the miss.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The NBA playoffs are happening, and we're happy to have you here for the halftime show. Taking a look at the Pacers, this could be the pivotal game in this series, and they're playing like it. They may not be running away with it just yet, but you could just sense in the first half how focused they are on grabbing that 2-1 lead. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Kenny, what'd you think about Miami?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Pulling out the wings, it's Waiters and Butler. And it's Dragic in at the point. Here's Waiters to the made shot from Victor Oladipo.
A mid-range threat there from Waiters. When you give him some separation, he's going to take advantage.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Kicks it to Oladipo. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Misses from close range. The Heat trail by 10. Waiters passes to Dragic. And here's Adebayo. He's covered by McConnell. Dragic dishes to Waiters. Floats it up for Waiters. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And the Pacers call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Up with a new group on the floor and a new group in for the Heat. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Dion Waiters. Here's Bitadze. Out to Lamb. Pass to McDermott. Over Jones. That's good from McDermott on the assist from Lamb. McDermott's got his first points of the game. There's the pass to Dragic. Here's Leonard, picked away. Now here's Lamb. D right on him, and he makes that one. And now a 12-point Pacer lead.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Dragic with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Tipped away. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Good on the shot. Bitadze's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Hero, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the Heat call time here.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And Miami making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Hero. Leonard looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow. No good again that time. Pacers leading by 16. Outside Lamb. He kicks it to McDermott. Pass to Holiday. Shoots over Winslow. It's rebounded by Leonard.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Winslow, the pass to Jones. Here's Hero. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Doug McDermott. On the wing, Jones. And it's sent back by Turner. And here comes Holiday, leading the fast break. Here's Brogdon, nails the baby hook. Brogdon's got 6.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Indiana making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for T.J. Leaf. And it's T.J. Warren in for Aaron Holiday. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Heat. Butler comes in for Jones. Now here's Winslow. And here is Butler. Here's Olynyk. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Olynyk's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Pacers.
Pass to Warren. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now here's Turner. To the paint, hangs in the air, and Warren with the lane. Warren's got 5 points so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Winslow, the pass to Hero. Warren against Butler. Shoots over Warren. Doesn't go either for Butler.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Now Warren. He has 5. Back to Brogdon from outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 9.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Pacers up 19. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And like whenever Butler slices to the basket, the D has a hard time matching his athleticism on these takes.
Now, here's Oladipo. There's the pass to Warren over Butler. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And Waiters kicks to Butler. Winslow finds Waiters. 5 to shoot. Here's Butler, and that one's on target from the wing. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Oladipo outside. Brogdon with it. Back to Oladipo. Off target with his 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Winslow dishes to Waiters. Kicks it to Butler. Shoots over Warren. Butler missing again.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And Brogdon, here we go. And the shot goes in. And the Pacers lead by 17.
Pretty effective floater there. Most point guards in the league have one of those in their bag of tricks. This time it's Brogdon.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Shot clock at 6. Miami no good on that time either. Pacers leading by 17. Warren the pass to Oladipo. Back to Warren. Shot from 16. That's good on the jump shot.
Yeah, mid-range is where he makes his game. T.J. Warren excellent at utilizing that area of the floor. Offensive plays drawn up for him there.
Now here's Dragic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
With a chance to take command in this series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Dion Waiters.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
And that one misses.
The 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick. And he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
And the second free throw, good. The Heat trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk. From outside, off the mark. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Oladipo. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Adebayo passes to Olynyk. Winslow kicks to Dragic. 6 to shoot. The shot misses. Good D by Brogdon. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Turner. Oladipo against Waiters. Oladipo misses. The Heat trail by 20.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Pacers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Oladipo.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now Winslow, after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th. Raiders against Oladipo. Turner trying to free himself up, and there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And Indiana can just let the clock run down here. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.